take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, Coach, and we are under bright blue Colorado sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Let it rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, Coach, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos.
All day, baby, all day. Hey,
Right, 40!
50, get your swerve on. Cloud.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D! Let's go!
The first carry now for Doug Martin, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Let's go, D, let's go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You think you gonna get this?
Luck now to throw. He's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now it's Martin. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A toss play. This is Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the draw, here's Martin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 28-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Lott. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a first down throw. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Under 10. 59. Motion, bump.
On 1st and 10, Watson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Titans' 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike 91. We own them. We own them.
24.
91 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
Brings up 4th down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Go, let's go! The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is locked, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the shotgun, Breida. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
There we go.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether that...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 9, Luck, and he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out for it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's bring it. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Mike, 50. 11. Eat.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he hits his man, Matthews. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Monday.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
To the air again, Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This complete to Lockett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alert. 3 down.
Throwing again is Locke. Going deep here for Landry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He was looking for Landry that time.
Stay focused. Come on.
All right. I got you. Mike.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom! Sack, baby.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check the backer. Check the backer. Give me 4.
Here's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To Ware on the draw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Mexico. Mike's 56. No chance.
On first down, they run again with Ware. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Check out. 540. Get off the field. 57. Mike, 57.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Luck. He's going to look deep now for Land. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now it's Breida. And some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I got you. I got you.
Here's Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10 now from the 27.
59, Mike to 59. It's our field. It's our field. Down and go.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
We got this.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Yeah, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Here's Love, and that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Rita. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Titans nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Martin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Luck. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go! 390! 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. Martin.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56.
Come on. You better bring it.
Again, it's Martin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the pass.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
This is Breida. And an alley to run. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That good for 19 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
He's not going to get out.
And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the chase. On the road, dipping crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me Went up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.